Well, hey guys, welcome to this video. We're hanging out with our buddies here at Bangin' Game Calls, Charlie, Scott. Thanks for having us come down here today.
You're welcome.
We're going to talk a little turkey today for everybody, but we also want to announce it's that time of year, spring turkey season, and for the last several seasons we've been doing a spring turkey contest through Bout Huntin, and we've partnered with a lot of different folks with the giveaways that we do. Last year we partnered with Lanessa Taylor at LL Taylor's Inspired Arts, and we gave the painted turkey feather away to our hunt winner. And this year we've come up with a really cool idea with our buddies at Bangin' Game Calls, but we're not going to tell you just yet because we need to talk a little turkey. But watch till the end of the video. We're going to give you all the details on how to enter, what you're going to have a chance to win, and when the contest is going to run from, and when the winner is going to be announced. So guys, let's talk turkey. All right,
do it.
It's that time of year. All right, I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm getting ready to head down to Maryland in a couple of weeks here for the opener there. But you guys, you kind of do this year round because you make what we need to bring that big boy in and give him a ride in the truck.
Yes, we do.
So give me a little background on Bangin' for the folks who maybe aren't as familiar with it as we are. You know, what got it started? You know, I know you both have a passion for turkey hunting and turkey calls itself, but where did it start?
Well, it started a long time ago, 1989 for me, with making calls.
Mm-hmm.
And I found that I loved to make calls.
Right.
And there's not too many things that fire me up more than making a call, except maybe hearing one gobble.
Maybe we'll get lucky and one of them ones in the field will gobble
maybe
today for us, you know?
The friendship, Bill and I were friends for many, many years, and he had the same interest in making calls. He got Charlie on board,
mm-hmm.
and the three of us just kind of came together, and Bangin' was formed, and it's nonstop.
Right.
It's I can't put it out of my head.
Right.
I lay in bed at night, I'm searching Facebook, I'm searching websites, I'm searching everything, ideas. I drive this poor fella nuts.
Yeah, we both do. You both have good ideas, a lot of things.
It's just something I really enjoy doing.
Now your passion is the pot call, you know?
Yeah, I use a diaphragm call quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 50%, 60% of the time when I'm out in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
But my passion for building is the friction calls,
mm-hmm.
and I love the pot calls especially.
What is it about the pot call, the friction calls, that you just really like putting them together and creating those sounds?
I really, 30 years of doing it, I haven't quite actually figured out what drove it.
Right.
Something about being able to take a piece of wood, make a call, and mimic the sound of a wild turkey is just fascinating to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think that they are the most realistic call that we.
Well, you got one in your hand there. This is one of your newer calls. This is a laminate call?
Yes, this is a cherry and walnut laminated pot with its glass over slate,
mm-hmm.
or slate over glass. But this is a green slate. It's a little bit harder than normal slate,
okay.
And it just really sounds good. Easy rollover. It's just turning out to be a pretty good call for us.
It sounds great. Charlie, Scott's been teaching you. You've been doing a lot with putting calls together and understanding. It's not just take a piece of wood, route it out and do whatever. There's a science to this, and there's a science to putting it together too, and you've been learning a lot about that. You're good. You help out with the mouth calls quite a bit.
Yep.
You've made a lot of my mouth calls.
Yep, that's my forte.
Yep. Well, what do you like about this? I mean, you guys do this for a living, basically. This is your business.
Yep.
What is it that drives you?
I just got into it. I just love making the calls for people. My biggest thing is if I make a pot call or friction call or mouth call, and a young kid or somebody puts a picture up of killing a turkey with one of our calls, it just brings chills to my spine and a smile on my face.
Right.
Just knowing that the call that Bangin' Game Calls made, Scott, me, and Bill, the three of us made that call, and it's in somebody's hands, and somebody killed a longbeard with that, or Jake, it don't matter. that's my passion of it. You know, I mean, I still love making the product, but seeing somebody killing, like yourself, you've killed a few birds.
Yep.
You know, all you guys been killing birds. I love to see that part of this business.
Right, right. And Wally, you're newer to turkey hunting with us here but you know, you've been utilizing the calls that the guys have made for us. And what do you think about it?
The friction calls, they've been really easy, even though, you know, you guys say I still have a lot to learn. And even this morning, we all do, but I mean, even this morning when we were talking about the strikers and the different lengths of the strikers and the way they're put together and how it changes the way the call sounds.
Yeah.
Okay, that was something I never really. He just gave me a striker, gave me a pot call. Here, go practice with it, and you know, understanding and hearing the science of, you know, the length of the striker, the amount of glue, you know, to put these together, and if it's touching the edge, how it's going to change the calls, and you know, just listening to the craftsmanship that they've been putting together, and for something for me to learn how these things make a subtle change, it's just been really interesting and exciting to learn.
Absolutely. I mean, it's almost like a hidden art when it comes to creating calls, whether it's a diaphragm call, a pot call, a box call, the strikers, a solid wood striker or a two-piece striker.
Yep.
You know, they all have a different tone, a different pitch, and marrying the striker and the pot call is something that you take a lot of pride in, Scott.
Well, that's a very important part. We didn't bring any to show anyone today, but you can have two strikers, same type of wood, and one will sound phenomenal, and one will sound muffled and dead. And it's I call it a dead striker. It's the difference in the grain of the wood, you know, the density of the wood. So you can't just say, well, I'm going to make this pot, I'm going to pick up this piece of wood and make a striker, and expect it to sound good. You have to kind of design everything with what you're working with. So, like this striker sounds phenomenal on this call, but if I took someone else's call, it may or may not sound good on it. Because it's all a science, a combined science of what you do to make the two pieces work together. Just like a musical instrument. I mean, it's kind of hard to explain. You actually have to sit there and do it.
And if you're a turkey hunter, you know what we're talking about, folks. If you're new to turkey hunting, this is a really cool thing. I mean, what you haven't seen so far today is we've been talking turkey way before we've done this video. We've been down in their basement. We've been talking about turkey calls, different kind of calls that they're making, and a lot of custom calls. And that's a cool thing here with Bangin' the Boss Game Calls. You do a lot of custom calls, whether it's the diaphragm or it's the pot calls with the photos in them.
Correct.
And that's a cool feature here, because you're allowing somebody to take something that they experienced from out in the field on a hunt, on an adventure, whatever, a memorial you did for a person with the loss of their child the one time, and you put it into something that maybe they're going to utilize while turkey hunting, and they have that person with them every time they go on that hunt, or they're going to display it. Whatever the case may be, it's something that they can look at and they can remember a very proud moment, or something that they never want to forget. And that's you guys have been busy with that, right, Charlie?
We're really busy with that. There's been a lot of people this season, the groups we have, calling up and giving us their own personal logo put under the glass. We got people calling up, we're killing turkeys this year already, and we're doing that under the glass. There's been, you know, pets dying, and people, you know, putting pets. It's just a memorial piece that people can put on their shelf, using the, you know, whatever the case may be. But we've been really busy with the custom picture calls this year so far.
And they're really, really cool, and you want to remember that, because we're going to get to what you can win, and hint, hint, wink, wink to the end of the video here. So just keep that in the back of your mind. But Wally, we've been this is our third turkey season now that we're going into with using Bangin' the Boss Game Calls, and we had our best turkey season ever last spring. With getting footage as well as getting calls fired up. And this has been my go-to. This is my 4-reed split V that you made for me.
Yep.
And this thing called a lot of turkeys in, ones that got missed, and ones that went for a ride in the truck.
and one that, you know, I watched go by, and then
And
got missed by
twice.
twice. if you saw episode 1 for this year.
Yep.
So, but yeah, I mean, they really worked and that turkey you called in that day, I mean, that just was phenomenal. I mean, being new to turkey, that was the first one I was around called in, and that was really.
Folks, if you haven't seen our first episode of season 4, which just aired this past week or so, it's on the YouTube channel now. It's on our website. Check it out. It's called Opening Days. We've got 3 opening days that we share with you. It's my trip down to Maryland, then it's the Youth Day here in Pennsylvania, and then it's opening day for the rest of the entire state, where I take Kevin and Wally and we have a phenomenal hunt. And Wally should have killed this turkey. That's all I got to tell you. Wally should have killed it. He didn't even squeeze the trigger, but we're just going to let it at that, okay? Hopefully this year we have a little chance to redeem yourself.
Well, let's hope that's the plan.
But you guys are excited you got some turkey hunting coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes. Might head down to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh area, still in Pennsylvania, with a good friend of ours, Jeff Dutton. He's on our pro staff. He invited us down for a hunt. Hopefully, if things work out right the first week, we're going to have 2 or 3 days down there. Had a few other hunts out of state. Don't know if we're going to make them this year, money reasons, but we've been offered a lot, and we're hoping, if not this year, maybe next year, to get out to a few other states and do some hunting.
well, I'm excited because I'm heading down to Maryland in just a very short time, and then I'll be here in PA, and then I'll be heading up to New York. So my goal is to use these calls and punch a tag in each one of the states I hunt in.
That'd
this
be
year.
awesome to see.
So that would be cool. That's what I'm trying to do. But let's what can people do? I mean, you can customize. I mean, you have most of your diaphragms that you sell are 3 and 2 reed, but you can customize it. Like my brother and I, we like a little bit more. We do 4, and David has a 5 reader that you did up for him. If somebody wants to have a custom diaphragm built or something along that, how do they do that? How do they get that from you?
You can go on our Facebook, follow us through there. Our website, www.bangingandbossgamingcalls.com. Our phone numbers are on there for Scott, Bill, and myself, Charlie. Get a hold of us if you want something custom built, a certain cut put in. Just give us a call, PM us on Facebook, and we'll work with you.
Sounds good. And we're going to have a link in the description of this video that you can go to and click on that. It'll take you right to the Bangin' and Boss Game Calls website. So you're going to want to look for that in the description, and let us know what you like about turkey hunting, what you're looking for a turkey call. It might help these guys out in their next call that they produce for Bangin' the Boss. So if you're looking for something specific, whether it be a pot call, a box call, diaphragm calls, what you like about calls that you run and that you use when you're out in the woods, put it in the comments of the description here, because these guys will be watching the video and they'll be checking out the comments that people share, because that helps them produce what you're looking for, the consumer, the person that's out there running the calls, trying to bring that big boy in and take him for a ride in the truck.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we're here to talk a little bit about a spring turkey contest. And for the last several seasons at Wild Bout Hunting, we've done a spring turkey contest where we run it for an entire season, and we start the start of the Youth Day here in Pennsylvania. So this year it's April 20th.
Yep.
Okay, where the kiddos can go out and they can hunt with their dad, their uncle, a mentor, whatever the case may be, and it's only the kiddos that get to shoot them. And then the following week, obviously April 27th, the rest of the state comes in, and it runs through the end of May. So our contest is going to start April 20th. So if you're out there hunting and you bag a turkey, here's what you got to do to get entered. So the way it works is you need to score your turkey based off the NWTF scoring system, okay? And we'll have details in the description on how you can do that. But basically, it's the weight of the turkey, okay? It's the spur lengths and the beard, and there's some calculations that you got to do in there. But we'll share all of that with you in the description of the video below. So that's what you've got to do. And you need to send us a photo, all right? Because we want to see First of all, we want to see your turkey.
Love to see the bird, yes.
We want to know what it looks like, okay? And, share that with us. So you can enter by emailing us at info@wildbouthunting.com, all right? That's info@wildbouthunting.com, or you can private message us on the Wild Bout Hunting Facebook page with all those details. It has to be scored, again, by the NWTF scoring system, as well as a photo of you with your turkey properly tagged for the state that you're hunting in, okay? So it's not specific to Pennsylvania. Last year we had our grand prize winner was actually Doug Light, which
Doug,
was
yeah.
out in Illinois there,
Yep.
okay? And he gave it to a young lady who happened to be right here in Pennsylvania, and it worked out really well for everybody involved because Doug still is going to be getting a prize anyway because Lanessa is painting a feather for Doug with his photo on it.
Oh, cool.
So, what are you going to win? All right, that's what you want to know, right? Okay, well, guys, what are we doing?
Well, we're going to start off with a pitcher call and a friction call. It would be cherry, walnut, or maybe even laminate pot. Picture of you, shoot, you and the bird, and send it to one of us or Dennis, and he'll send it to us, and we'll put that in one of our friction pot calls under the glass.
There you go. And what we're going to do is with that photo, Scott, what do we need as far as a quality photo to do that?
Well, if you take the photo, a vertical photo, because we're so long,
Right.
it's hard for us to make that fit on a 3-inch circle. And for me, when I have a picture of a turkey, I want to see the turkey's head. I want to see the fan.
Yep.
And I also want to see the whole person. So a horizontal picture is much easier for us to work with.
Okay.
If you're going to have multiple people in the photo with you, they need to get as close together as they can.
Okay.
So that we don't cut anybody out when
All
we're
right.
trying to make a circle. And
And keep in mind that this is going to be about a 3-inch photo circle at the end of the day. So when you're taking your picture of you and your turkey and whomever that you might be putting in, like Scott's saying, make sure that you're in there pretty tight.
Yep.
Okay, because it's going to have to fit on a 3-inch circle that's going to go on the pot call. We've got the plastic pot here, and we'll show you this a little bit closer up, but you'll have the whole thing inside of here. All right, so it's got to fit. We don't want to cut anything off because this is a memorial for this hunt that you bagged that turkey.
Yep.
So keep that in mind as far as taking the picture and sending that to us. Okay,
Correct.
that's going to be key to make sure that it fits well and it looks really good in here. And you can run this. You're going to be able to use this turkey call the next time you're out hunting,
Yep.
or you can just display it if you want to. That's entirely up to you. But we got a little bit more yet. We're not done. Okay, Wally, you're holding something over there.
Got a box call. They're also going to be putting a box call together to go with this giveaway. And on the box call, it's going to have Bangin the Boss on, and we're going to get the hunter's name embossed in the handle. And then on the bottom side, we're going to work on getting all of the measurements and weight and everything of your turkey embossed on the bottom. So this will also be a memento of your hunt and your winning, and another way to display your bird that you get this year.
And what kind of wood are we looking at that call is going to be made out of, so the folks know what they're going to be winning? What kind of a breakdown of wood is that? You know, you got the striker on top. Your paddles looks like it's a
paddle's Purple Heart.
Purple Heart paddle.
And then the box itself is going to be
Mahogany.
Mahogany.
Yep.
Okay, so you're going to have a Purple Heart paddle with a mahogany box, and that thing's going to sound really, really cool. You don't have to use it. All right. You can put it up there and watch it, but if you want to take that with you, it's going to have Bangin the Boss's logo and name up on the paddle. It's going to have your name embossed on there, like Wally said, and then on the back side, it's going to have the date and all the details about that turkey: spur length, beard length, weight, something that you can remember that whether it's your
For years
first
to come.
turkey or maybe your biggest turkey, whatever the case may be. So let's run through this one more time, folks. You got to starting April 20th through May 31st. That's going to be the time frame, okay? Need not be a Pennsylvania bird. You can kill this bird anywhere. You don't have to live in Pennsylvania because we'll mail this to you if you're the winner outside of our state here. But April 20th, the start of our youth turkey season here in Pennsylvania, through May 31st, which is the end of our turkey season, okay, here in Pennsylvania.
Yep.
If you bag a turkey, private message us on the Facebook page or email us at info@wildbouthunting.com with your name, your mailing address, the NWTF score of your turkey, along with the measurements of your turkey, both spurs, beard, and weight, and the date that you killed this turkey on, and a photo, okay, of you with that turkey properly tagged, and whatever photo that you would want if you are the lucky winner in one of the pot calls that we're gonna be putting it in. Make sure it's able to fit on a 3-inch diameter circle when we do that. send that to us. We will announce the winner with the guys from Bangin' the Boss at the end of the season. We will all get together again like we are here, and we're going to announce who the lucky winner is and who's going to be getting this, and then we'll get you in contact with Scott, Charlie, and Bill, and they will work with you to get you exactly what it is we need to get and get those calls out to you. So, and before we send them, we're definitely going to share them with everybody, so everybody can see what they look like. So
Exactly.
Pot call and a custom box call for the lucky winner for this year's spring turkey contest. Guys, can't thank you enough for doing this with us.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you for coming out and doing it. Yes.
We love using your calls. I can't wait to get in the turkey woods and start making
I don't think we all can.
Start
I'm
making
ready
them,
too.
you know, I mean,
Crow answered you.
I got a crow to answer me. I know there's turkeys over the hill here. I might go chase them in just a minute. But hey, guys, thanks again. All right.
You're welcome.
I love
Thank
hanging
you,
out with you
guys.
guys. Love running the calls. You know, we're proud to be working with Bangin' the Boss here. And if you, again, are interested in purchasing calls from Bangin' the Boss or getting in contact with them, again, we'll have the link in the description of the video below. Check it out. Click on it. Let us know what you like about turkey calls, what you're looking for. Make a comment down below. And hey, guys, let's get after these turkeys this spring.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
All right. Until next time, we'll see you somewhere in the turkey hunting woods. Thanks for watching this video.